I am where Blue Blood is filmed. Is that wonderful? On the other side in New Jersey, overlooking Manhattan. They've filmed Blue Blood here in Sherberton often. You can see these locations correctly in the areas where I am now.
Brings joy.
Which airline did I fly with? I flew with Jetblue. How many have said this is a great new airline and super and all business and stuff? Wow. Possibly behind Continental, but Jetblue in the United States, it's comparable to Ryanair. Seats were requested by the passenger. These employees, the employees who work in underground positions, I had one particular employee who had painted fingernails. Then he had numerous star tattoos in this area. Then he possessed lengthy hair, was extremely overweight to the point where he had a protruding belly. He was totally smeared and filthy. He felt extremely uncomfortable due to the flight attendants. So this is truly the anti-flight attendant. That was the final one, and then the entire process. When you arrive at the airport, you have Jetblue. Separate for yourself, and then go to the check-in. I have 2 suitcases. Can only take 1 bag, must check 1. They've earned $35 again. That's how. You can take 1 suitcase, and if you have 2 suitcases, you must check 1, costs $35. So, given up, $35. Boom, card and deducted. I also desired to pay in cash, but it did not work out. All just credit card. Look, also there, cash is anyway, so it is truly unbelievable. And that went really well. I then enter through this line there, and then the security is still the same as it has always been. Just like 30 years ago. In reality, that has not changed. Also, it remains the same in the American area. Remove shoes and stuff. Thank God I have plastic things. The only one. Everyone walking barefoot there. I don't get how they walk barefoot through this dirt. I also go there and use a shoehorn to do it. So I was able to do everything wonderfully. Then they don't have lounges there either, so you have the one. I had 1B in front of the first seat, but that doesn't mean anything. You are just... There is no difference. They are all the same seats, and you just have a little more leg room afterwards and so on. This is the only one. Are you there in this ember there? What was that? Seats queried. That's what holds everything. Unsure? How old are these devices? Truly ancient machines, ancient equipment. This tiny mini TV component, when you tapped on it, it wobbled and things. So then you get a cola, a water and chips as the only story? I thought they could knock it into the bin. What am I supposed to do with that? The last one. So I also stayed there, and it was also crowded. So it was really crowded, and we flew there. Thank God the flight went by very quickly, and it was relatively fast. So this JetBlue is not an experience, that's all. Make sure you get from A to B quickly. And if you have achieved that, then be happy. And then it took about half an hour for the suitcase to come out. Landing, flight, captain with 2-3 sentences, how to name these flight participants, it's like a pseudo of something. With Ryan, he reached out, packed it up, unaware of basic training, then closed the door, called the other person, questioned the situation, and concluded it was acceptable. I assume the door was not closed properly. Therefore, there are individuals working there, and a system is running at that location. That is sick. So this system is definitely sick. Excited. I booked another flight, cancelled it immediately. Thank God works here. Then I booked an American Airlines flight, also booked another United one, wanted to test what the current status is. You can fly there at the moment. So I said, okay, as a Starlines member, you also have the status. Let's see if it brings an advantage or if I can also take 2 suitcases with me. Price-performance ratio is relative. So if I have a flight, it costs now just under $220, only $35. Then you are at $250 for a one-way flight. Also costs money. So in a way, it's all about money. Still affordable, but also money, and for 0 service and for 0 performance, just to get from A to B, you could have used a bus. So let's say if you fly JetBlue, it's more like riding a bus. This is like this Flixbus. This is like Ryanair. So on this basis, whoever imagines it like this in this story. Certainly one might also have luck sometimes because maybe there is a good employee. But otherwise, employees miserable, planes miserable, service miserable. Prices are not more affordable, but they also come with a high price tag. The entire process is, yes, you can make a reservation easily, but that is the extent of it. And otherwise, JetBlue for the United States? No. Then let's see. Maybe American, maybe United, that's TBD. I'll try them and write a review about it. That was it. Subterranean experience in the United States with this highly acclaimed. This is yet another old wives' tale from influencer JetBlue. JetBlue, the absolute no-go airline that should be avoided at all costs.
sexy.